Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt Fleischer, and today we are talking about local SEO. And what that means is basically getting found. So if you have a local business and you're trying to get found in search, maybe business is a little slow, maybe the recession fears are hitting you guys particularly hard, maybe you're just trying to save money on ads. Smash the like button. Let's dive into the computer and we'll do some research. All right, so first up, let's talk a little bit about local SEO and how that works, because that works a little bit differently than regular just trying to be found on the internet, because you are geo-locked to your location. Whatever city you're in, assuming that you live in a city, then you basically are tied into whoever's nearby to call you for your services. Now, yeah, maybe you jump between a couple different cities, depends on your situation. In New York, it's pretty much New York, New Jersey, and sort of Connecticut. And if you're trying to be found and you're having a hard time doing that, I thought it would be a fun video to make to show you guys that it's actually possible to do if you're smart about how you create your content. A lot of business owners that I've met with do not know what to do with their website. And what they're trying to do too often is they put up a website, they'll spend a lot of money, and there's near zero content on the site. They basically list off their services, whatever that is, and then that's pretty much it. And then they'll spend a lot of money on ads and flyers and stuff like that. And those are all well and good, and obviously it works. However, if you're trying to be found locally through an organic way, the best way to do that and what search is really after is helpful content like what I'm trying to provide right now. Helpful content means that you're showing people how to do a certain thing or what to look out for or things to be aware of in your business. So if you're a locksmith, maybe you can start posting interesting things about what you can do to prevent your locks from seizing up, or how to create a spare key, or whatever it is that your business does. So let's dive into the computer a little bit and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So I was thinking about HVAC, because that is a very local business and they're usually advertising quite a lot. So if you're looking for HVAC New York City, you're going to see that we've got some ads up here, more ads. We got the AI overview, which is a newer thing, local businesses, and then other local businesses, right? So basically Reddit, other businesses, Yelp is big. But then down here, we've got something interesting, and that is videos. And what these guys are doing is actually really, really smart, because they're creating helpful content. And I can just tell you from not even watching the videos that it's good stuff, because all you got to do is look at the views on this first video here. And we've got almost 17,000 views. And let's take a look here. So the channel's called NYC HVAC. I have not done the research ahead of time. I'm exploring this with you. So they're showing you a residential oil heating system. It blew out, okay. So this guy's got 43,000 subscribers. That's quite a bit. And he's doing the strategy that I'm kind of alluding to. He's making helpful stuff. Let's take a look at the shorts here. He's saying that NYC units last longer. He's showing a pressure test. He's showing New York City has rednecks. I guess the plumbing system in this. It's probably like heavily nerded out. But he's showing the inner workings of his business. And that's what a lot of these businesses don't seem to understand, is that people want to see the kind of work that you do. They want to see it through proof. And the best way to prove that is to show your existing customers and how happy they are. Maybe you should take them on a job that you're working on, something that's impressive. A lot of people tend to forget about how impressive their work might be because they do it all day, every day. Maybe you've been doing it for 5, 10, or 20 years and you don't think that much of it. But the people that are on the outside, your potential customers, might think, hey, that's an awesome job that you're doing with the plumbing. That's super clean looking. That's a really good job. That's all important stuff that can get you that sale. So it gives you an opportunity to show up in the search. I wanted to show you guys the keyword planner as well. This is what Google uses for determining and showing you guys what a phrase would bid for. So if you were to start advertising on the Google network for a certain key phrase, they'll show you what the bid will go for. So if I were to put in HVAC, right, and just click get results, we're going to have a very expensive set of ad prices here, right? So somebody bidding on AC repair, we're looking at between 100,000 and 1 million searches per month. This is across the US. And a low range of $15 per click and $78 per click. So if I were to go here, and if I were to click on this link here, and I put in AC repair, okay, these guys would be paying somewhere in that ballpark for that ad. Okay, so that's like a lot of money per click. And if you think about it as a conversion rate of 100 people and 1% deciding to go with your business, they might be spending $150 or more, $1,500, just in the ads alone before they actually get a job. Now, obviously, when you get your AC fixed, it's usually about that or more anyway. So, I assume, I can only hope that they're actually making money on the deal here. I can narrow this down. So let's just take a look at New York alone. So let's see if the pricing's the same. So it's a little less expensive. So we're looking at between $6 and $18 in New York City specifically. So you're looking at like, what was that, $600? Yeah, so you're looking at between $600 and $1,200 a month, well, for your 100 clicks. So you could actually blow through that pretty quickly. If I were to put this into my keyword tool, actually we'll do it a better way. Let's pull up the top result, which happens to be Yelp. And we'll put that into the tool because this is going to give us a bunch of ideas. And we want to make sure that I want to get like the full link, but I don't want the weird link. So let's see here. We could try this. Sometimes Ahrefs does not like that. Actually, you know what? Better yet, I'll go for number 2. We'll just go for this one. There we go. That looks good. So we see organically they're ranking for 100 keywords. They have about 200 in organic traffic according to Google going to this particular page. They rank number 2 for AC repair in New York City, and they rank for all these other related keywords. Now, the volume is quite low, but when you total this up, we're about 200 per month. So 200 jobs per month, even on a 1% conversion rate, you're talking about at least 2 jobs per month. And depending on what you charge, then that might be all that you need to stay afloat. But the real question is, what can you do other than making videos to get that kind of traffic? Because we can see here that we've got for AC repair, now it is localized for me in New York City. We've got ads, ads, ads. We've got local services here. We've got people also ask, right? So we could start answering these questions on our site. It's picking these up. How much does it cost? What's the $5,000 rule? All these different things. This is all stuff that could be on your site. Obviously, you'd want to get on Yelp and you'd want to do the best work that you could. Basically, what I would start doing is make sure that I have a profile on Yelp and then start funneling your reviews to this page, because that's going to push you into this page automatically. That's the only way to get onto this page. Either that or you pay for advertising on Yelp, which is extremely expensive. So I would start pushing the reviews, and you can look at your competition here. Like for instance, just being on this page alone, we've got Prime Air Group. They've got almost 90 reviews. Then the next one down is NRV HVAC, and they've only got 3. Aeronizer, 136. These guys have 1, so we're a little all over the place. HVAC Hunters, etc. So I don't think it would be impossible for you to get onto this page. If you sent 5 or 10 positive reviews to this, there's a good chance that you could get on this page. And I will try this in my tool. I think it's going to throw an error, but let's just see. Yeah, it's not going to work. Let's see. Try. Let me see if this slug works. If it does, then I can try this. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so that worked. So we're looking at 19,000 people a month going to this Yelp page alone through the Google keywords. That doesn't include direct searches from the Yelp platform. It doesn't include other links coming into the page. There's 100 backlinks, so who knows how much traffic is coming just from that. There's a lot of people going to this page. So it would be very advantageous to get on there. Other things that you could do, videos. So I started with, start making videos, start making content, how to troubleshoot and fix your air conditioner. So many business owners shy away from this kind of stuff because they think that it's going to take away from their business. They're afraid that they're not going to get the call because they helped somebody troubleshoot their machine. But the bottom line is if they're actually going to need your services, then they're actually going to need your services. Showing them how to troubleshoot is not going to take away your business. And if anything, it brings more trust and authority to yourself because it shows that you know what you're talking about. It shows you know what you're doing, and you can show a happy customer at the end of it and say like, hey, look, we actually did a good job on this. And let's take a look at the views. All right, we got the ad. So this one is 35,000 views. And this doesn't even look like it's local to New York. Let's see. There's just some guy talking. He's selling Amazon stuff. He could be located anywhere. That's the opportunity because we're looking for AC repair localized to us. So if you were to put in how to troubleshoot and fix your air conditioner yourself in New York City or in the Bronx or in Manhattan, that's going to push you to the top of the results because it is more relevant. Let's see, this guy is the same guy, 72,000 views a year ago, still pushing the Amazon products. I think he could do better with that. This person has a foreign name and only 48 views from 5 days ago. No description. So I think this goes to show that even if you made the lowest quality video of showing somebody how to do an AC repair and you just titled it NYC, that you would show up. And you could get that traffic for free and you can avoid paying an egregious amount of money to advertise your business. Or you could do it at the same time and just boost your sales. So let's go over the methods. Free methods. Make a video. You could put it on Facebook, Pinterest, X, Reddit. You could post it on forums. You can create your own forums. You could create your own website. All you got to do is connect people to what it is that you're doing. And some of the best ways that you could do that is for free. Doesn't necessarily need advertising. I'm not saying advertising's bad. I'm just saying if you're trying to be frugal and you want to get the best bang for your buck, I would hit it from all sides. And if you haven't been to my website yet, go to mattmakesmoney.com. It's an opt-in page. Just need to put in your name and email. I'm going to send you all kinds of good stuff, show notes, all kinds of stuff of how I learned this business. And if you want to connect with me, I have a way to connect with me as well. In case you want some hands-on help, I do offer that as well. Anyway, mattmakesmoney.com. I'll catch you on the next video very soon.